Cartoons are media that have been around for over 100 years. At the top of Disney and Warner Brothers are Mickey Mouse and Bugs Bunny, respectively. But when we look at these two, the more, less well-known characters, but sometimes they can still be some of the most well-known and popular cartoons when it comes down to that. Woody Woodpecker versus the Pink Panther. My name is Braylon, and I'm supposed to analyze the backstory, powers, and abilities to see who would win this epic toony battle. When it comes to, well-known birds, birds I'm talking about, it seems like Woody Woodpecker is, the most well-known out of all of them.
And now, world champ!
Yeah, Woody Woodpecker is ultimately my favorite cartoon bird in all of history. I mean, literally. Some people might not watch Woody Woodpecker, but still. I mean, literally. And Woody Woodpecker has done a lot of things, like boxing against the Granulator, who was freaking huge. I mean, literally. He could be stronger than Mike Tyson, or even The Rock. Woody Woodpecker is ultimately, despite being a cartoon, is super stupid. Woody Woodpecker can be squashed and flattened any way he likes, even if, literally. Woody Woodpecker can have his butt burned, can freaking, get punched several times, and can basically take all manner of firearms. Everything. Can take anything. And he has some pretty cool disguises, even though it's clearly, still Woody Woodpecker. Somehow they don't know that, but it's their own. He has Woody Woodpecker has been the Scottish Scarecrow, which was freaking ridiculous when it appeared. No, literally. Was freaking ridiculous. He was doing stuff I've never seen him done before. Like, freaking doing this and freaking picking up an entire tree. How do you pick up an entire tree? He's a bird. He shouldn't even do this stuff. I don't know. He just does. He's a cartoon. What did you expect? I guess I should have expected that. He has thought Ghost before, can jump out of his cartoon and become the animator, just like a certain bunny I know, and can basically just draw the cartoon. Literally. And Woody Woodpecker is super fast, dashing across the area. Fast as frick. He was so fast the Granulator couldn't even touch him. And he freaking kicked all of this stuff away. He kicked the Eiffel Tower away. How do you even do that? I don't know. Seriously, this doesn't make any sense. Also, Woody Woodpecker can do things like turn you as small as an ant, which doesn't surprise me. These two guys do that all the time. So, yeah. Literally, Woody Woodpecker can get punched so hard he was sent dead, flying into a locker. I mean, and they even put a dent into the locker, and somehow he was just fine. Really. Yeah, sounds like the opposite of you. How dare you? You're so mean. And Little Woodpecker even disguised as the Granulator's mom, which, yeah, just to win a boxing match. I mean, literally. And he can also scale to the Granulator, who, when he tried to hit him with the chair, it disintegrated, so, yeah. That Woody Woodpecker even has things like explosions, so yeah. I mean, literally, Woody Woodpecker has a lot of crazy abilities and powers that some people might not even, be surprised from. I mean, come on, it's freaking Woody Woodpecker, I mean. It's a cartoon. And despite him being an absolute idiot, somehow he is still a great woodpecker, and somehow he still always wins, which doesn't make sense. Woody Woodpecker can break the fourth wall, and he also loves butterscotchy finger pies, so it's butterscotchy finger pies. Woody Woodpecker is the craziest of the craziest, and yet he's still the best of the best. And he even spended most of the night in a haunted house. I mean, Woody Woodpecker can automatically make a gun shoot even though they didn't shoot when they tried to shoot him somehow. Also, Woody Woodpecker can even fight a giant robot and can even break the fourth wall. As in, literally break the fourth wall. I mean, literally. Woody Woodpecker has took on aliens that are way smarter than him just through sheer skill. Somehow he outbrained the people smarter than him. Also, Woody Woodpecker can somehow swim despite being a bird. Oh, and also he can, outswim an entire shark. So, yeah. Woody Woodpecker has jumped away from this explosion. Woodpecker even has a time machine that allows him to go to different universes. So it's not really like a time machine, it's more of a universe hopper. I mean, literally. Woody Woodpecker is a true great cartoon and is probably still remembered now. I mean, literally. Woody Woodpecker is truly a great cartoon, though he's still the crazy lunatic woodpecker of the neighborhood.
Come on, if we hurry, we can both irritate Wally at the same time. It doesn't get any better than that.
Everyone is lovable, everyone is kind, and everyone is absolutely idiots. Well, not everyone, but for Pink Panther, this was the case for him. He was an absolute idiot. I mean, he's even more stupid than us. Hey, we're not stupid. Yes, we are, and you know it. Now stop lying to yourself. Yeah, you're right. I mean, literally. Pink Panther was so stupid. When he was delivering pizzas, he didn't know that this was an evil mad scientist that freaking wanted to do experiments on him. And yet somehow he still always beats this guy. Somehow and some way, even though he's a freaking idiot. I mean, literally. He is an absolute slob, an idiot. I mean, literally, an idiot. He's an idiot, an idiot, an idiot. But he's still a great cartoon. I mean, you would expect a guy that always wins somehow. He's not a pushover, but I mean, literally, you look at the guy that always wins. You'd expect him to probably be the smartest person in the world, but literally, no, he's the stupidest person in the world. And yet, he still wins, even when he doesn't try to win, or even when he doesn't I mean, he has. Also, Pink Panther can scale to people like this night statue, which dodges this beam of light. Judging by how long the light beam laser is, and we actually know it's a light beam laser because it reflects off surfaces, and it's literally a laser. So, judging by how far this laser was from this guy's head, he would have to move at a 90 times the speed of light. Like literally. And somehow it still catched him. I mean, literally. Like, even this guy was able to dodge the laser. And when the laser hits you, you turn into a crazy monster wolf hybrid or something who is out for blood. Also, Pink Panther has defeated this white man with a big nose a bunch of times, which I don't what? Huh? Also, when Woody Woodpecker was watching, when Pink Panther was watching a movie, he straight up just ran into the movie. How do you run into the movie? That doesn't make any sense. My brain is breaking with how these cartoon characters' laws of physics and logic even works. This isn't scientifically possible, and it makes no sense, absolutely. Pink Panther has broken the fourth wall. How are you? What? This doesn't make sense. This defies all logic and is not scientifically possible. My brain is breaking. It's breaking. It's waking. Don't ever say that again. Okay. Also, Woody Woodpecker has more. Pink Panther has worn many a hat in his time. He has been Jetpack guy, whoever this guy is. I don't know who this superhero guy is, but Pink Panther is obsessed with him, and he just won't stop talking about him. He's been nagging me about it for days and days and days without any end. I don't want. My God, I don't see what's so special about him. How dare you say that about him? Wait a minute, Pink Panther? Oh no, now we've got another fourth wall breaking person. Woody Woodpecker is here too. Woody Woodpecker, get out of here. We're done with you. Get out. Okay. And anyways. Also, when the whole world basically, went into just grayness, Pink Panther could just turn everything, give everything color somehow. Basically, give them life. Somehow. Like, also, oh wait, and also Pink Panther has this jetpack. So yeah, he can fly. He can zip around the city pretty quickly and pretty fast. I mean, literally, even when the whole world was under this dog's control, somehow Pink Panther was just too powerful. I mean, literally. So when Pink Panther was trapped in this green bubble, you know what he did to get out? He freaking used a guitar and plugged it up to this flying car thing. What is this, Back to the Future? No. But anyways, he freaking had an explosion of colors, which basically blew him out of the green bubble and basically gave the world color again. Somehow, how, and some way. Pink Panther has even traveled the galaxy before with the spacesuit. Pink Panther has even been a knight before. Panther has been squashed and stretched and squished somehow and has just keep on trucking. Even when he has been burnt to a crisp. I'm not kidding, he has still kept on going. How does he do it? I don't know. Even in the dinosaur age, Pink Panther has, still been kind of civilized in a way somehow. You're telling me this man Pink Panther was dressed up like rags, or just had rags for dressing and freaking just used paper for clothes, and somehow this man was still, just kept on how? And Pink Panther is obviously the nicest person in the world. He's friends with everybody. I mean, sometimes he can even be friends with animals and stuff. Pink Panther can do stuff like jump into his own book and just straight up write the comic. He basically became the drawer of the book, basically. He's basically became the drawer of everything. Deja vu. You know what I'm saying? I mean, literally. And you don't want to know the power of Super Panther, or Super Pink, or whatever he's called. I mean, he can fly. Even though slowly just Pink Panther in a suit. And he can basically draw anything with his magic pencil. I mean, literally. He can draw doors to different dimensions or something. What that looks like there. I mean, literally. Yeah, and also Pink Panther can draw entirely different areas. Like taking you from the hot desert to the wintry cold. Somehow, some way. Literally. I mean, Pink Panther can just drop a bomb on your head, but he's more likely to frickin' drop a nuke on your head than frickin' throw you into a goddamn, I don't know, freaking refrigerator and throw you into a lake or something. I mean, literally, he can just straight up turn you into a baby just by erasing you and drawing a baby you somehow. I mean, literally. Also, Pink Panther has took on an entire army of basically ghouls and basically alien monsters, and he has basically still won the day just by, erasing them. So, yeah. I mean, hey, what's not to love in Pink Panther's universe? Especially when they have this fun-loving and cool, funny, and super serious goofball around. Yeah, you're right. What's not to love? Alright, both combatants are ready, and their worlds are crossing over. Who in between this old, not that well-known, but still popular characters?
2, get ready, fight. Level 3. Level 2. Level 1. Level 2. Level 3. Knockout.
Now, I know some of y'all might be screaming in my face telling me to shut up, but let me just explain. Woody Woodpecker is way stronger. I mean, I know Pink Panther might have had a more versatile arsenal. He could literally travel space. And while all that is true, there is just a few problems wrong with Pink Panther winning this. It's just that Woody Woodpecker is way more tiny than Pink Panther. I mean, sure, Pink Panther can just draw anything into existence, but so can Woody. And the thing is, only Pink Panther can, draw comics. We've never actually seen him jump out of the cartoon and be the actual animator of the cartoon, unlike Woody Woodpecker. He could just erase Pink Panther with no issues, and Pink Panther would have no way of coming back since we've never seen him come back from anything like that. And sure, some could say Pink Panther has a lot more stronger opponents and has been way more successful. And while some could say Woody Woodpecker might be stupider than Pink Panther, Woody Woodpecker is actually not stupid. He's literally just a lunatic. Especially since Woody Woodpecker fights with people with kind of the same powers as Pink Panther, basically on the daily, every single day. I mean, literally, I mean, Woody Woodpecker has had no problem taking out opponents like Pink Panther easily. And even if Pink Panther could escape the cartoon and maybe become the animator, Woody Woodpecker has survived that too. There was basically nothing Pink Panther could do, and all the counters Woody Woodpecker had and all the hacks would have just been too much for Pink Panther to handle. There's not much Pink Panther could do in this fight. I mean, literally, especially since Pink Panther is more, kind-hearted and spirited and, less aggressive than Woody Woodpecker. Okay. Woody Woodpecker is way more aggressive and is more willing to, hurt somebody than Pink Panther actually is. I mean, literally, even if Pink Panther had a few counters to Woody Woodpecker just had too much for Pink Panther. Pink Panther had definitely had a more versatile arsenal, but Woody Woodpecker was just too strong, intelligent, smart, and way more ruthless, and abilities to control the cartoon himself just gave him a victory in this battle. That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen ever. The winner is Woody Woodpecker. Hey, wait a minute. Wait, Woody Woodpecker, what are you doing here? Like and subscribe.
That ends our tour of the petrified forest.
Yeah, what he said.